Okay, this is a home inspection overview of unit 15419. We're gonna do the interior and then finish up outside. And I usually start in one corner of the house and I go all the way around and I end up on the same spot. I test the outlets with this probe, nothing magical here. This is hot, neutral, and ground, or black, white, and green. So I check the outlets that are available and look at the powers, usually between 118 and 120 amps, and you can see this is 125. So it'll be 118, 123, 125 with that, and then the average would be 120. These are GFCI, so there's ground fault, circuit interrupted, and if there's anything close to the water, 6 feet or less, like this one here, and I'm going to trip it. You could hear that it tripped. You just have to go over here and reset it if that happens. I checked all the appliances, and I'll show you in a minute about them. You just have to reset it right here. All this works, and I have pictures and descriptions and videos. The exhaust also works. The only thing that doesn't work in here, maybe sometimes it's the filters that might need to be replaced. But the ice is not coming out. And then if you go to water, there's no water as well. So sometimes it deals with the setting, and a lot of times it's because of the filter. So that is not working there. The microwave and the stove both work. I tested that. You don't have the dishwasher, so in place of the dishwasher, you have this mini fridge or wine cooler in here. Okay, so he has an RO system, reverse osmosis right here. Your garbage disposal works, and then this is very low in terms of the flow for the RO. So most likely the filters need to be replaced, or sometimes the bladder, this right here, might need to be pumped. So there's a little inlet in there. You could pump it with a bicycle pump, and it basically gives it pressure. This works here, no problem. And Mr. Hemsley is with us, so you're welcome to interrupt and make any comments, man. Absolutely, that's what you're here for. Here is usually this gas fireplaces. You just turn this on, and technically it goes tick, 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 and then they come on. But in this case, nothing is happening. So a lot of times it's because the gas is off. We normally don't take a chance to put the gas on, but I did turn it on and nothing happened. So the panel right here might have to be removed, and underneath might need to be looked at, usually by a chimney sweep or by a plumber. If you could hear when I turn this on, you could hear humming. So it's trying to turn on, but it's not happening. So coming over here, check everything here, all these outlets. This fan works, but the light might need to be replaced. Coming right here into the master. So I'm just gonna highlight some of the stuff, and mainly the stuff that needs to be corrected. So mechanical stopper here might need to be adjusted. The other bathroom is missing. Here on this stand-up shower, we can see a crack in here, but it's like a hairline crack. So if you pass your fingers through it, you don't really feel much, but it's cracked. So obviously it's on the report. So going around here, this is where the attic, to get to the attic access is there. You got one and also on the other side. Here, fan, but again, the light might need to be replaced. Coming around here into the other bedrooms. Any question, Mr. Hensley? You good? Okay. So into the bedrooms here, like I said, I checked the fans, I checked the lights. Something minor, the switches are broken here, so they might need to be replaced. They usually are for the upside down outlets, or they call it hot outlets, half hot outlets. They are controlled by a wall switch, but this one is broken also. All the windows I checked, opened them and closed them. All that worked out okay. They just need some lubrication. Here is this is the mother-in-law room here, and everything is good here. Nothing to report. And then this is going to lead us to the garage. So we're going to do both garage. On this one here, the seal at the bottom here, you can see it's missing or it's damaged. And then when you turn on the garage door opener, the light doesn't come on, but the garage door opener does work. So most likely is that the light bulb is burnt. So we're going to go to the other garage. So I'll show you what we have there. Before we get to the garage, this is how I test the floors, just to make sure they're solid. Nothing magic, obviously, this is a golf ball. If it was not solid, then it sounds hollowed and I could hear a different sound. So I just bounce it around randomly in different locations and everything seems to be okay. So let's come over here. In the laundry room, the dryer makes a lot of noise when you're using it. We don't run a cycle. We just make sure we have water and electricity, but the dryer itself makes a lot of noise. So come over here. The garage door opener, when you open it, does make a lot of noise as well. If I hit this, it is a, instead of a belt, it's a screw, but it does need to be properly lubricated because it makes a lot of noise. So come in here like this. This is where the hot water heater is. Everything seems okay here. The valve, it has a recirculating pump. And right here you could read that it's 50 gallons. The only thing we got is that it is very hot. So they might have to lower the temperature. It's recommended to be below 125. Right now, in some cases, it's like 137. So it's pretty simple. All you gotta do is just turn this down to a lower temperature. All right, we're gonna continue. We're going to the outside, and then we finish it up outside. So, coming inside here, the gate, when you open it, it hits the bottom right here. It looks like somebody is kind of bent in there, so it hits here. So how do you fix that? Most likely it needs to be adjusted, but you don't have much space to adjust it. So sometimes it could be filed down. Right here on the exterior, it rained, so there was some water that sat right here. So basically, in terms of the drainage, they might have to slope the sub base in order to flow a little bit better. This stain right here, this is from the drip pan up in the attic, and I have to get up there and look at it. I was able to go into the attic on the other side, but not on this side. So I have to look. Most likely is because the pan is rusted, or they probably replaced it, but I'll confirm that in the report. In the attic, there was plenty of insulation. There were no leaks in the attic. I walked the roof, took lots of pictures of the roof, and no broken tiles, so that's in good shape there. You can see water that sits here. This is concrete, so this would be hard to repair. So most likely, this is Arizona. You know, it doesn't rain all the time, but when it rains, it pours, like they say. So basically, that would be after it rains. On the exterior of the paint, some of it is kind of faded. You might need a paint job. Might have to check with the HOA if you're doing a different color. I got pictures of everything here and videos. The bottom of the pool is called, this is Pebble Tech or Pebble Technology. And it's in good shape, nothing cracked. Everything looks okay. This white thing that you see, this is build up from calcium build up, but not that is cracked. Like I said, I got pictures and videos of that. The light does work. Now coming into the equipment here, it is a salt system. You can see it right here. It has a cell that converts the salt into chlorine, and it's a good system. It's better than the actual chlorine. So, and on top of that, they also probably put in some tablets. Everything to run the equipment is all here. And again, I ran it and I have pictures and description of this working. The filter worked. The only thing that did not respond was the heat pump. This does not respond to the control here, and it did not respond to the control here on the timer. Okay, so we might need some TLC, somebody to take a look at it. These are the units. Lennox is between like Train and Carrier. It's not the best, not the worst. It's just in the middle. It's good. Yeah, decent brand, not bad. You could tell here that it has the refrigerant is 410A, so you could still get that refrigerant. It is 2 ton. 1 ton covers about 1,000 square feet, so this covers 1,000 square feet. And this one is 3.5 tons, so that covers about 1,700 square feet. So you have about 2,700 square feet of coverage. So that's a good thing. So this is the outside. You can see it's kind of faded, like I was saying in the report. And then I looked at the fence, make sure the fence is not leaning or damaged, and all that seems to be okay. There's some water that sits here as well. There's a drain in the back that might need to be unplugged. But overall, the drainage is just in a few spots. So conclusion, the roof is in good shape, no broken tiles, no water coming into the attic. Structurally speaking, no problem on the structure. Foundation speaking, if you have foundation problems, your doors will not close, your windows will not be plumbed, so that's okay. Plumbing wise, there's no corrosion underneath the sinks. The only thing you have is some mechanical stoppers. Then inside, you saw what I explained on the light switches, and in the kitchen, your water and ice need to be repaired. There will be more. These are just some highlights, and I'll send a report later on today. No termites, so you get 1 year warranty that if you find termites, Action Termites will treat it for free. All right, feel free to call if you have any questions. Thanks.